Guys, I am so sorry. It has taken way too long to get this next part of the career out. It's been over 2 weeks, I think. I remember apologizing last time I got on here. It's just, listen, I've been a little bit distracted. I like to play with my friends a lot at night, and usually when I would do these F1 videos, my sleep schedule's been all changed for the last month, and usually I would do them at night and then upload the next day. And recently I've just been playing a lot of Call of Duty and a lot of FIFA since the new FIFA came out with friends. And that is why I've not been getting it out. So I apologize dearly. It is my fault. Now, I've not started qualifying yet, and there's a reason for it. So obviously you can see the race. We have rain in the forecast. Qualifying, it is dry. Now, this provides a little bit of a problem because there was a practice session. It was practice 1, where I ran a few laps in the rain. And there's a massive difference in terms of setup if you set your car up for the rain at Singapore versus the dry at Singapore. I was about a second and a half faster, I think, with a wet setup in wet conditions compared to the dry setup in wet conditions. And obviously we have parc fermé rules. So once you go into qualifying, you cannot change your setup on the car after that. So I'm going to have to make a decision here. The problem is, usually I get a forecast every week. I'm not getting that this time around. I don't know why, but I am not getting a weather forecast for Singapore this time around. So I don't know, when it says rain here, exactly how much rain. Is it going to rain the whole race? Is it going to rain at the end of the race? Is it going to rain a certain amount? And it's making me have to decide here. So what we're going to do, and first of all, let's just stop by the R&D because it's been a while. So we have 2 aero parts coming in, the front downforce and the rear downforce, estimated delivery for October 5th. So that should be coming in a little bit later after this Singapore race. And then we have 1,400 points, so there's not really much we can do right now. Obviously, the season standings, we are 7th, and the team is in 4th. We're probably going to stay in 7th for the rest of the season. I don't see us improving in that area. Okay, so, and gearbox-wise, we're looking pretty good. We have no penalties so far this season, and we're already at race number 16. So, I'm happy with that. All right, back to what I was saying. Yeah, so this qualifying session is going to be very, very interesting. In my personal opinion, I want to sacrifice a few, maybe if we're a second slower, I would say probably 10 spots on the grid. I'd sacrifice that to be a second faster in the race for 31 laps. I'm leaning towards going through that direction and using the wet setup on the dry circuit and just trying to tough it out and see where we qualify from that point on. Instead of using the dry setup, not knowing where I qualify, could be 10th, 11th, could be 5th, I don't know. And then suffering in the race a little bit more because it's a massive difference at Singapore between the wet and the dry conditions. Obviously, you guys know this. It is a very tight little street circuit, and it's just it's tough. It's slidey, a lot of slow corners, and it's a tough track if you don't have your setup properly ready for it. So race, heavy rain with wet track conditions, and then rain throughout the rest of the way. Okay, so if it's gonna rain the whole race, that makes my decision very easy. We will load up the rain setup for Singapore. There it is, and that is what we're going to use for qualifying. So let's go get the job done. Okay, so things are looking good so far. 2 runs in to qualifying. I have 1 run left, and we are P8. And look at Albon. Albon's P1 by half a second over Lewis Hamilton. So the car is set up nicely for Singapore. We are 1.6 seconds off, but that's what I thought. The wet setup is around a second slower to the dry setup. Maybe I'm 7 tenths off now of my teammate, but rain in 5 minutes? Rain in 5 minutes? Okay, that's going to be right at the end of qualifying, so that's not going to affect us too much, but we're just going to have to make sure we get out there before it, even when it starts sprinkling, a few hundredths of the second come off the track. So we kind of messed up that final corner. Got a little bit dirty air at the end because I think it was Gasly. P7. I will take it. I will take it. Did Albon get pole? Yes, he did. That is beautiful. Great job, Alex.
Against the spectacular backdrop of the Singapore skyline, Formula One returns once again to do battle in what tends to become something of an endurance race, with the notorious sauna-like temperatures in the cockpit making for an extremely physically challenging Grand Prix. We have a high risk of a safety car here today as the abundance of tight corners mixed with these wet conditions could put a few cars off into the barriers. 23 turns then, 13 to the left and 10 to the right, make up the 3.1 mile lap of Marina Bay. Joining us today to oversee all the thrills and spills, it's Anthony Davidson. And great to see you. How are you feeling about the race today, and how are the circuit conditions from what you've seen?
Well, it's looking a bit cold out there, if I'm honest. These tyres have quite a narrow operating window in terms of the temperatures they need to extract the best grip. So with a cold track surface, it's going to be harder to keep those temperatures up, which will lead to lower grip and maybe more mistakes.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Alexander Albon put in a great lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Ricciardo, Bottas, Charles Leclerc and Verstappen, Oldtimer, Vettel, Ocon and Pierre Gasly, Perez, Kvyat, Lance Stroll and Grosjean, Sainz, Latifi, Kevin Magnussen and Mick Schumacher, Russell, Giovinazzi, Norris, they've taken a grid penalty, and Nick de Vries. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Alright guys, here we go. Rain the entire session. It's going to be a 1 hour race basically, so it's going to be a long one. I'll put the fuel all the way down, 32.4. Don't need the extra fuel for this race. Let's see what we can do. I can't see. Is this a good start? This feels like a good start, especially the fact that I cannot see anything at all. Albon's in the lead. We move up. Can we get past the Mercedes? Gotta be careful with the overtake button in this race. A lot of wheel spin. So just gotta be very careful. Alright, we get past Bottas. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. That wheel spin is bad. Oh, hey! Whoa, 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 whoa. Listen, listen. Bottas. Calm yourself. Calm yourself. Hopefully that did not give me damage. No, it did not. Okay. That was a great first lap. From 7th to 4th, Albon's in the lead. And we are running in P4 with our wet setup. And it was a good decision to go with the wet setup because it is absolutely downpouring. So this is going to be a long race. Alright, lap 1 is complete. This is a tough one, guys. I don't think I'm going to be as fast as Albon, Hamilton, and Ricciardo. So I don't know if podium position is possible. It is 110 AI difficulty, so this is max. This is, I think, the only second time I've done a max difficulty race. So it's going to be tough. And I'm trying to figure out right now how to use the overtake without hurting my lap time. Because obviously there's a lot of wheel spin. So I can't really use it a lot. And so that's going to be difficult. But we'll keep trying here. We got 2 seconds to Hamilton. Let's see. I'm not really too worried about Bottas because I don't think he can really make a move anywhere. I mean, it's just going to be so hard to pass, especially in these conditions. But I want to catch Hamilton. Alright, lap 3. We have caught Hamilton. Looks like Albon's kind of slowing everyone up. I can't really tell if he's slowing everyone up or if it's just, you know, the rain, what's going on here. It's a 5-car pack. Bottas is behind. He's not too far behind. He's right there. So we're all kind of spread out a little bit evenly here, and it's just gonna be so hard to pass. I don't know how, you know, we're really gonna be able to pass. I'm kind of happy with the current situation. Bottas just ran fastest lap of the race, and he's in 5th in this line. So this is gonna be a very interesting scenario here. With how wet it is, I'm not gonna be able to get a run off of any of these corners. So I'm not entirely sure.
Doesn't look like it's moving anytime soon.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Jeff. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to be able to pass Hamilton. It's just the turbulent air maxed with the rain, maxed with the conditions, maxed with this track in particular where it's already hard to pass. And it's just like, okay, well, how are we going to do this? Alright, I need to stop talking. In the rain, I really got to focus. So this is probably going to be a little bit boring for a little bit, for at least the first half of the race. It's like a feeling out process. I'm trying to actually save some of my wet tires. I don't want to... Yeah, unless Hamilton makes a mistake, I'm not making a pass. I've been running a few laps behind him, and I truly cannot see where I can get a run, and even get close enough to make a move. So I don't see it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stay right here. in this little distance, and I'm just going to save my rear tires. And the hope is, if I save my rear tires enough and they burn theirs, that maybe I can get a run later on before we have to stop, which I think is around lap 15. So that's about 8 laps away. And maybe try and overcut or something. Just save my stuff. That's the only thing I can really think of, because we're just not going to be able to make a pass. It is not happening in these current conditions. Alright, welcome back everyone. We are on lap 13. It's been a while. I know, because nothing has happened. I'm still in the same place I was. Bottas is a little bit farther behind. Albon is a little bit farther ahead. Other than that, pretty much everything else is the same. We are 2 laps away from the fuel window. Vettel is slowing down. There is a problem with Vettel. Okay, interesting. I'm going to try to do the overcut. Tires feel great. The dry line is showing. That is something that's definitely, I can see it very visibly. It's there. So I just want some clean air. So I'm hoping these guys pit and I just get 2 to 3 laps of clean air and maybe try for the overtake. That is what the call is going to be. There really is. I have been trying, guys, for 13 laps. There is no way to pass. I can't even get close enough to make a move. It just is not going to happen. So we got to win this race on strategy.
We expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
Yeah. Well, my rear tires are only at 35 and 36%, so it's not falling away anytime soon yet. I mean, it still feels really good. The only time I'm struggling is when I get really close behind Hamilton, which is obviously just the turbulent air. So I just want to see if I get. I haven't had a clean air this whole race. I just want to see what that's like. You know, I've been racing and missed this entire time. All right, in this last lap, I felt a noticeable difference in the track. I don't know if it's anywhere close to being ready for intermediates. I don't think so. But that dry line is forming. I'm sliding around a lot more this lap, and it's not because of tire wear. The tires did not just fall off a cliff randomly. That did not happen. I think the track is just drying up a little bit. I'm starting to struggle a tiny bit and lose track of Hamilton here. Books, but I don't think I'm boxing yet. I need to see. This is a very interesting part of the race. I can't tell if it's ready for intermediates or not. Probably not. Doesn't look like it, but I'm definitely sliding around more. And it looks like the rain has lightened up just a little bit. It doesn't seem as heavy. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not in Hamilton's mist anymore, but it does not seem as heavy. And I'm sliding around just a little bit more. Dry lines coming in more and more. I gotta stay out one more lap. I gotta see if Jeff will come on the radio and be like, hey, we might be able to put on intermediates here. Alright, let's see who pits. It is Ricardo. Hamilton stays out. Bottas stays out. So both Mercedes stay out. Ricardo goes in. Interesting. I really want Albon to win the race, so I'm just hoping he either comes in this time or just, you know, does his own thing. I don't want him relying on me. So I think I did not hear Jeff say box this lap. So hopefully Albon's coming in. So Jeff just said that he thinks there's no question that we should stay on this tire so far, but the track is drying. So soon, that was his word, soon we could make the switch. I wonder how early is soon, because I think I can stay out until that changeover point. I still feel pretty decent so far, so that might be the move. That might be the risk I am willing to take. Hopefully Albon pits here, so we at least secure, you know, someone on the same strategy here. Depending on what Mercedes does, I'm going to stay out and try to risk it. So no one pitted that last lap, and it just seems like everyone is in a standstill. We're all just kind of waiting here. I'm pulling away from Bottas. I'm starting to catch back up to Lewis. Just ran purple sector in sector 1. So the car is coming back to life. I don't really know what happened there just a few laps ago with my tires seem to be going off, but I'm starting to regain control here. I think these other guys are just starting to lose a little bit more grip. I was saving my tires, so I'm starting to push a little bit more. And I have more grip as the conditions just dry out a little bit more. I'm really hoping Albon stays out now until the changeover point, because that's going to be important. I think the changeover point is within 5 laps. And we can definitely run these wet tires a little bit longer. So Ricardo might have made the wrong call here. I don't really know where he is at the moment, but it seems like the right call was to stay out at the moment. Is anyone coming in? No. Everyone stays out. This is very interesting. It is Hendrick, Mercedes, Hendrick, Mercedes. This is very, very interesting. Kvyat is out of the race. The track is definitely looking drier. It does not even look like it's raining as hard. I mean, that's just me, but that's what it feels like. And I am catching back up to Lewis. I'm back on the gearbox. Haven't been here in a few laps. So Albon's also slowing up, but it does look a lot worse when you get in the mist, I'll admit. So I haven't been in the mist in a while. But that is fastest sector of the race there for sector 2. Alright. This is... I really don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know when the changeover point is. It's going to be really interesting. Alright, does Albon pit? No. Does Hamilton pit? No. Does Bottas pit? I have to get through this corner first. No, he does not. Alright. We're all just going to stay out. We're just going to stay out the whole race? Ocon just ran the fastest lap of the race. That's interesting. I want to check something. Ocon. He's on the new wets. Where's Ricardo? Ricardo's in 9th. I wonder... Let's look at their lap times. Lap time... He ran a 1:57.7 and then 1:59.8. What are we running? We're in the 1:57s. Okay, so we're not losing time to Ricardo, and he's probably still stuck behind some traffic. So right now, this still is the right move. Now, Ocon did run the fastest lap on a new set of wets, but we're not racing Esteban Ocon. We're racing Daniel Ricciardo right now. That's the only guy we're racing on the different strategy, and he is not gaining time on us. So we stay in this holding pattern. It's just me, or did it get heavier? I feel like the rain got heavier, or it got darker. I don't really know what's going on here, but it just seems to me, or I'm just really just in the mist at all times and I can't see anything. But it seems like it got heavier to me. I don't know. I actually don't know the rules. If you're on a wet race, do you have to pit at all? Like if you start on the wets, you don't have to use different compounds. So can you just go to the end of the race on one compound? Is that a thing? I don't know the rules in that situation. Hello, Hamilton. We're on the gearbox. Just can't. Just cannot get back on the gas. I can't see a thing. I can't see a thing. No, I can't see a thing.
Situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tire yet.
Alright, so Jeff says he does not think we have to move to a different tire yet. Okay. Thank you, Jeff. I think I'm gonna have to Google search the rules here. If we start on the wet tire, do we have to make a stop or no? Right? We don't have to technically. If I think I'm right here, you could just stay on the same wet tire the whole race if you need to. At least that's what I think the rule is, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, this is the closest we've been. Albon's slowing up. I'm trying to protect Albon, to be fair, and try to get around Hamilton, but I can't get around Hamilton because there just is no way to make a pass. It's just impossible. I cannot figure out a way. Maybe the middle sector here. This is my only chance, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. Ooh, that dirty air, even in the slow corners.
Okay, battery's looking good. You can use overtake to get past.
I can't go to the inside there. I'm not going to be able to get a run. Oh, boy. Oh, that's tough. Okay. And Bottas is still just chilling there, waiting to see if I make a mistake. Okay. You know, as compelling as this race has been, still no one's made a single pass. just can't do it. Oh, baby, I'm getting closer. If I could just get out of Hamilton's line, maybe I can do something. But how am I going to do it? I want to get ourselves a 1-2 finish, baby. But is it really worth it? Ricardo's kind of out of the question. I'm pretty sure he is, because he's just been probably stuck in traffic this entire time. How are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? How do we get around Hamilton? Oh my god, guys, look how close I am. I'm just trying to find air anywhere. Oh, baby. Come on. Come on. Yep, that's going to be okay.
The car ahead is starting to create a gap. They're starting to pull
No,
away
they're
from
not
us.
starting to create a gap. No, they're not. Trust me, there is no gap. I am just trying my best to get around him. Somehow, some way. I can't do it. I can only get so close, and then I just can't do anything else. We got 7 laps to go. It's, I don't even know if my rear tires can make it another 7 laps, to be fair. We're reaching 70% on the rears. It's getting up there. So, right now, it's just more biding our time. I don't want to ruin the finish for the team. You know, 1st and 3rd would be our best result. So, even though I want to win this race or get 1-2 with Albon, you know, I've been trying for the last 24 laps to get around Hamilton. I just can't do it. I don't see how the last 7 laps are going to make any difference. I've not even gotten close enough to make a move, you know, make a dive bomb, nothing. So, I really think at this point it is just wait and see. I guess I'll just do whatever these other guys do. They're really, if you can go the whole race without pitting, if you start on the wets, then it's definitely the right decision to do here. I just don't know if that's allowed, to be fair. I think it is, but I'm not sure. Again, Ricardo, have no idea where he is. Nowhere in the picture. Leclerc is all by himself in P5. So we are just chilling. And oh boy, a little bit loosey-goosey there. A little bit of oversteer, but we're good. It does say if I pit now, I would rejoin 5th. So, technically, if I do have to pit, that'd be the good decision to do, because I would just lose 1 spot. We'd fallen behind Leclerc in clean track. But the problem is,
staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain.
Alright, so the heavy rain's not going anywhere. So yeah, technically if everyone had it, if I knew and everyone had to pit, then I would just pit now. Problem is I don't. And I don't want to pit and then realize I didn't have to pit and give up the podium position. So I'm just gonna wait it out. I'll read the comments after this race and you guys can tell me, are you allowed to go a full race without pitting? You know, even if you start on the wets. Obviously I know the rule is you have to change compounds in the dries, but if it's wet, you don't have to do that. I just don't think, like, in real life you can't go a full race on 1 set of tires. So, and Jeff is continuing to say stick with the wets, and so it just looks like we're going to be finishing this race out on 1 set of tires. And if that is the case, I do need to save them a little bit. 72% on the right rear, and we still got a good amount to go. So, I got to be careful here. I'm coming down pit road. All right. Well, here's my thought process on it. I honestly don't know if my rear tires can make it. And I'm struggling so bad that I'm willing to come down the pits, give up the podium spot, and see what happens. You know, it's 2 positions. I know it's a podium, but it's 2 positions. I'm not too worried about it. We're going to be in completely clean track, and it's the safe call. I was really worried about, oh boy, I was really worried about the tires there. So it probably is the wrong call. I know that. But hey, you know, that tire was getting up there, and I was getting a little bit worried. So it is what it is. A safety car would be so nice, you know, but I don't get safety cars in my career, so I don't know why that happens, but whatever. So yes, I have sacrificed my podium position. I understand that, trust me. But hey, let's see if Albon can win this race. Look at that, fastest lap of the race on 155. So that is an extra bonus points for me if I'm able to keep that, and hopefully I should be able to. I'm on a fresh set of wets, so it should be a good lap, and we'll get that extra point for giving up the podium position. But I know it was probably a stupid thing to do, but hey, I just wanted to play it safe, bring home some points for the team. I was definitely worried about those rear tires. I was worried about me crashing into the wall. That's what I was worried about, because I was really struggling there at the end. So this is the safer bet. You know, we lose 2 spots. It's 2 spots. It's okay. Had a great season so far, and right now it is not about us. That's the main point. It's about Alex. It is about looking at Albon and see if he can win this race. I think he still is in the lead right now, so we're rooting Alex on. 2 laps to go. All right, we should be getting a notification here in a second. Let's see who wins the race. Come on, please say Albon. Please say Albon. Please say Albon. I hear the fireworks. Let's go, baby. Let's go. His first win. First win in Formula 1 First win not by us, for the team. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. Makes the 5th place feel so much better. I wish I could have stayed for 3rd. But listen, I had to do what I had to do. The fireworks, they're going all over the place for Alex. Look at that. Oh my god. Good job, team. Woo! Let's go, baby. Oh, I want to see Alex on the top of the podium. Look at the boy. Look at the boy. Wait, why you have? Yo, hold on. Wait a minute. We got to change some things. We still got the Red Bull hat up there. All right, that's not acceptable. But look at the boy. I could have been 3rd, but oh well. There's your race winner. Let's go. Albon, Hamilton, Bottas, Leclerc, Radman, Vettel, Perez, Stroll, Ricardo, Grosjean is your top 10. Verstappen, Ocon, Gasly, Schumi, Sainz, De Vries, Magnussen, Norris, Latifi, Russell, Giovinazzi, and Kvyat is your full results. I will happily take the extra point for the fastest lap of the race. So we sacrificed basically 4 points. I would have finished 3rd, but I would have gone fastest lap of the race. So we sacrificed 4 points overall, just, you know, out of dumb luck. You know, I was just hoping maybe something would happen also, but, you know, save the rear tires. I didn't want anything happening to me. They were there at the end wrecking the car on really worn rear tires. Could have been a very high possibility. So I am completely happy with the P5, but it is not about me. It is not about us today. It is about the team, and it is about Alexander Albon. A 1-hour race, and he brings it home. 31 laps on the same set of tires. He did a fantastic job. He jumps up to 9th in the driver standings with 60 points. We remain in 7th, only 15 points behind Daniel Ricciardo. That will be tough to run down because Renault is very quick, but we will try our best. And we remain 4th in the constructor standings. Guys, that is it for me. I'm pretty sure after editing this is going to be a pretty long video. So I'm going to end it there. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below. You don't have to comment about the rules. I now know if you start on the wets, you don't need to pit at all. It is just if you know, on the dries, you have to switch the compound at least once. So I apologize about that, but hey, it only cost us 2 spots. Take care of yourselves. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're not already. And hopefully it will not take another 2 weeks to get the next part of this career out. I will make sure of that. Maybe 1 week, you know. I'm kidding. I'll try to get this out in a more, how it was, on a more consistent basis. Take care of yourselves. Peace out.